Hey, good morning. It's Dr. James. I do hope and pray this message finds you and your loved ones peaceful, thriving, and well. And I have one intention this morning, that this message hits you beautifully, just right here, right in your heart. In fact, I would love for you just to kind of sit back, maybe close your eyes, and let me share a story with you that I believe is going to make you kind of look at your life with fresh eyes. It's going to potentially give you a renewed sense of purpose. And absolutely, when we're done here in a couple of minutes, I think you're going to go, oh my goodness, life game on. I am ready. So this happened over 30 years ago in my life. I was leaving a 30-day meditation practice, and after this practice, we had the opportunity to choose to follow our Lama, who was close to 90 years old at this time. Beautiful man who said, you know what? Who is ever up for getting a chance to experience something about what we just did, 30 days of silence, and literally have it crystallize for you the most important part of what it is that you just did in silence for 30 days. And know it in a moment. You will know it in a moment, and this moment will change your life. I'm like, oh my gosh, of course, right? Wouldn't you just say, yeah, tell me where I gotta go. I wanna have my life changed, transformed in a moment. So we walked, maybe 3-4 miles way up into the mountains. We were at 17,000 feet. We walked up over 18,000 feet to the bottom of this glacier. This glacier was the bottom of this very, very tall Himalayan peak. But the river was just starting at the bottom of this glacier. And we got to the bottom of this glacier, and the river was maybe this wide. It was the head of the river. And he said to us, take a good look at this river right here. Do you think you could cross it? Do you think it could be done with a level of ease and grace where you wouldn't be scared? We all were like, yeah, it looks cold, but it looks like it's navigatable. Like I can cross over that river. I might get a little wet, but I'll be okay. And he said, now look all the way down into the valley at this river and see what it looks like there. So about a mile down the river, it must have been 100, maybe 150 yards wide. It was just a raging river. Class whatever, class awesome, rapids, dirty water, mud, there's no way you would ever cross that river and survive. It was absolutely impossible. And he said, I want you to think about every single morning of your life. You cross a river every single morning. And you can cross the river, which is your mindfulness, which is your decision making, which is your purpose, which he called your Dharma, the reason why you get up in the morning. He said, do everything you can to cross the river as soon as possible, when life is working for you, when the river is easy to cross. When you can cross over the river early in the morning, it'll be easy. It'll be done with grace, and it will set a tone for the rest of your day. He says, if you delay the work of spirituality, you don't meditate, you don't move your body, you don't set up your life in such a way that the practice and the purpose is engaged first thing in the morning, he said it's going to be more like the river a mile down the mountain. It's going to be harder to cross, and you may not be successful. You may find yourself having not the opportunity, nor the courage, nor the conviction, or even, he said, you may not even have the self-awareness to know that you can cross the river. And he said, this is not unlike life. As early as you can begin your practice, the easier it'll be to cross the river into the world of spirituality, into the life where you're practicing your Dharma. And I've never forgotten that image. I've never forgotten what it looked like to look at the beginning of the river from this glacier. The beautiful clear water, the way that it was just flowing beautifully still. And thinking about this morning when I woke up, just after 4 a.m. I always get up at 4 a.m. and I think a lot about that river. And I think to myself, okay, I'm going to set an intention. I'm going to say a mantra. I'm going to give gratitude for being awake, to being alive. I'm going to move my body. I'm going to do everything that I can to cross the river as soon as possible, to get to the other side where grace and peace and purpose are alive and well. I don't want to wait till 2, 3, 4 in the afternoon to do the practice. I don't want the current of busyness and all the stuff that could be happening in the world once it wakes up to take me for a ride in its current. It may not allow me to cross over as easily, or not at all. So I think this morning, and I hope every single day we get an opportunity to consider the source of the river, which is your soul. It's God, it's the universe. How quickly do you cross over and bask in the peace and the grace of that side? The side that we live so well in, peacefully in, with our Dharma, our purpose. Or do we delay our joy? Do we postpone our peace? There's a beautiful time. It's right now. And I hope from here, you cross over as quick as possible. And while you're crossing over, you watch yourself and you say, good for you. Look at how you're doing this. Look at this courage. Look at this grace. Look at this purpose. Look at this Dharma being lived out loud. Such a beautiful idea and such a beautiful intention. Make good on this good intention and see your life prosper from the source. Much love. All blessings. Have a beautiful day. Bye for now.